Hello, hello. Let's see what I've been up to today. Yeah, as you could probably guess, I got up. I was reading a little bit, uh, Korean web novel, but I haven't gotten this that far into it, and I'm also not sure how into it I am because it's so far pretty by the numbers, I suppose. Power fantasy, but at the same time, there's like maybe some hope for something a bit more interesting in there. And also, you could say that even if it's a power fantasy, but if it is done well, then that can be enjoyable as well. But yeah, I've been looking at showbiz novels a little bit because I found that one that I mentioned earlier that I kind of like at the moment. So I was looking for other stuff. That was another one, Top Management. But I think I kind of caught up with that wherever I could, find that one, because it seems like supposedly there was like a hiatus after 2017, and then the author got back into it on 2024. So there's been quite a significant hiatus there for that, and there's been a few chapters after that, but yeah, I think that's where it is, and I don't know if that I'm gonna find more of those. Like if there's gonna be like new chapters available. So I think that might be it for that one. Who knows? So I was looking into other stuff. There's like a one that's like debut or die. Like suddenly guy travels back in. So it's like so it travels back in time, but it's like in a reality where where he doesn't exist or never existed. It's not like fully cleared up. Is they wasn't like 100% guaranteed that he just doesn't exist, but he just like checked for for stuff like university numbers or phone number or stuff like that, and it seems like he's not he's not existing in that reality, or like his previous self is non-existent in that reality, so now he's stuck in a different life or a different body. And yeah, he has like a system or like a sales window, as you do obviously. And there's that you get it, so you get stats as usual, but those are like stats that are relevant to idol stuff. And he actually, in his, I guess, previous life, you could say that he made money by some like idol I guess pictures and stuff like that. So the point is that he has knowledge about the industry, or about idols, or about what could be or what will happen, because it's like it's alternate reality, but it's like it seems like there are things, or there's a program that he's trying to get onto that could help him debut, because as the title says, suddenly he's like, you have to debut as an idol in a year or you die. So you gotta count down 365-day countdown until the moment where he's supposed to be debuting, or dying. Those are the two options. But I stopped reading that because I don't know. I'm not like one of those things that you wanna like it, but then you just like you don't have the spark. I guess maybe I'll get back to it. But yeah, that was nice. But the one that I mentioned, there's a different one that I am still uh on the fence about it, but we'll see. Anyway, that was that. Watch the movie. What's this movie? Infinite. It's 2021 movie, which I'm surprised that I haven't heard about until today, and somehow found it. But yeah, basically conceptually, it's about like like a take on reincarnation. That there are people who have perfect memory of their previous lives, and yeah, so that's a thing. But there's like supposedly that guy that he was just had enough of it, you know, because if you think about it, like in some ways that can be like, you know, functional immortality, I suppose, in some way, because there is no death, I guess, for them in a certain way, because you just basically you just go into the next life. But yeah, if you know that this is a thing, and if you've lived it for like many lives already, then you it's, I guess it's hard to look at the whole thing as like actual death, and it's more like, you know, just going into the next body. And you know, that can be rough, and I don't know, maybe it's like a little bit spoilery, but I think it's fine that I guess the main villain, you could say that he has like a different experience, because like the others have their like previous memories, previous lives memories come back like gradually, and like as they are like older. But it seems that the main guy, main villain, he has it like straight when he's still in the womb. So even before he's born, he already has all the previous life's memories. So yeah, that's gonna suck. That's gonna suck. But then that's another spoiler thing, right? Like he actually like developed a weapon, or like it's a bullet that can, you know, somehow take away, like basically don't ask me how, I have no idea, that somehow downloads them into the bullet, and then like, so they are basically like trapped in there. They cannot move on. That is like one way to take out someone that has this blessing or curse, I suppose, depending on perspective. That's how he's able, you know, to take out the others permanently, who are obviously not too keen on his idea, which is that, you know, obviously, as you do, he also there was the development of a weapon which just, you know, uh obliterates everyone and everything, like all life. Because obviously the only way to actually stop this reincarnation I guess properly, is if there is no one else to reincarnate into. But yeah, and obviously that's like very villainous stuff, that he's like, okay, you develop the bullet, then you're not, why don't you just, you know, just use that, and then you can chill, and then you don't have to come back again. And I'm not saying that there is like a massive hole that could not be, you know, explained, or it could not be, you know, mentioned, because like there are multiple ways where you could reason with like why that is not good enough for him, or why is he trying to take everyone, literally everyone else, along with him. Because I mean, there's obviously, there's like no guarantee that he's not gonna, you know, he's not gonna come, like, even if he decides to, you know, just put that away, like once he's gone, that he doesn't really have any more you know, power over what's gonna happen. So I guess I can, for example, I can see entirely like it could just be that he doesn't trust, like that, you know, anyone could just, you know, bring him back. Or supposedly, if you destroy that thing that houses the soul, or mind, or I don't even know how I should call it properly. Obviously, it's like fictional, so it doesn't really matter how I actually call it. But yeah, supposedly, if you destroy the physical uh, thing that contains it, then I guess it goes back into reincarnation, and then is, you know, back at it again. And if he's not keen on going through the process again, because it's so miserable, like having the knowledge straight from the very beginning, even much before being born, then I can kind of see how it's like, okay, I'm not gonna trust that this is gonna be enough if I just use the bullet on myself, and that's that. So, and obviously there are like, obviously it's not it's not a definitely not a good thing what he's doing, obviously. but it's kind of a shame that this is not something that can be like, uh looked into a bit more, because I feel like that could be like a very, very fascinating thing to do, a thing to talk about. Like villains' motivations can always be quite fascinating. But yeah, that was that. To be fair, I haven't actually finished it entirely. There's like a little bit left, but I don't foresee any of those questions or any of those topics mentioned that much further. So it's like a very obviously interesting concept, but the movie did not really deliver on it. So that was that, and also that was and it's still going. There's Elizabeth Rose Blood Flame membership stream where we did a watch along of Austin Powers International Man of Mystery, which was obviously fun. Obviously fun. So yeah, that was the day, I think. Yeah, it was a nice day. All right, that's it. Thank you. Bye bye.